How is it going, YouTube fam? My name is Tyler, and in this video, I'm gonna do a quick setup for the FitBit Charge 6, not even opened here, and I'm gonna do a little bit of a background, so why I even purchased this. But before we get to the quick setup, and if you just wanna skip to that portion of this tutorial, the quick setup, please feel free. I'll put a timestamp at the above somewhere, and I won't be hurt. My feelings will not be hurt. This is not my first time on YouTube, not my first rodeo. And so if you want to skip to that, please feel free. But I'm going to give you two reasons in terms of why I purchased this FitBit Charge 6. Now, I was actually looking at a couple options because last week, it's the beginning of 2024 when I'm filming this, my wife, she came up to me, she said, hey, our new insurance plan, it'll give us money back towards our HSA account if you wear a wearable. If you can track it and you can get a couple dollars here or there, which will go towards some money back. Now, I'm not one that wears wearables. I don't have any. I looked at a few over the last year, but the fact that I can get some money back, I'll take it. It's enough motivation for me. I'm already a pretty active person. I film 2 to 3 workouts per week for this channel that are on YouTube. I mountain bike, I play disc golf, and I work out during the week as well in my own home gym. So all I have to do is strap on a wearable and I can get money back. It's a win-win in my book there. So I went with the FitBit Charge 6 because I wanted something a little slimmer. There was a few other options that we could have picked from. I know that one of them was one of the iWatches, and I'm drawing a blank on the other ones. I am going to do a 30-day review on this, so I will make sure to have the other options that I had there. But I wanted something that's slimmer, that's not going to take up a lot of space for some of the activities I do, and some of the gym workouts that I do. Sometimes the back of my wrist is important, and I don't want to damage it. So I wanted something that was a little bit slimmer, and that honestly, I don't really use a wearable for tracking time, that kind of stuff. So having an expensive option wasn't really something that was crossing my mind. And a little bit of research, and I thought, okay, I think this is the option to get to. So that's just a quick little in terms of why I bought this FitBit 6, the Charge 6. But let's get to the quick setup here. What you will need is your box and your phone. And if you have an iPhone or if you have an Android, either option works. So I'm going to adjust some angles here and we'll quickly go through this setup. Prior to getting this whole quick start going, what I did do is download the FitBit app. So if you need to pause this tutorial and go download that, I'm going to show what it looks like in a second. But in this box here, so I haven't even opened yet, unopened, and so you can see me open it for the first time here. There's a tab at the bottom here, makes it nice and easy, slides out, and when you open it, what you do have is a little bit of a quick start guide. You can always read that later. I will maybe read it. Future Tyler here. What I will say is make sure you read this little quick guide that I quickly threw out at the beginning. The second one on there is the most important thing, I will say. And I put this near the beginning of the quick start because you don't want to go through the whole process and end up having to wait for your Fitbit to charge. So number 2, charge to 100%. So make sure you do that before you go any further in this quick start guide. And here you have the Fitbit. Haven't even taken off the wrapping here. Like I said, this is the first time that I have done any type of unboxing like this. So it'll be fun to do something like this on YouTube. I'm gonna unwrap this and get that ready. And what I'm looking for though is down in here, the charger. That is something that you will need. I'm gonna try and keep this relatively sanitary for people watching any of the overhead view there. So at the top here, okay, that's pretty cool. That slides out, extra band. And then the charger is what we will need for this. So I'm just moving some things around again so that it just looks a little bit nicer. Now, I'll need to take this off for this quick start. And you will need some type of USB power close by. So I will pull that in a second because that'll help turn it on. But let me show you what the app looks like to download. So here's the app store here. It's this one right at the top here. This Fitbit Health and Fitness right there. I downloaded it before just to save time here, but you will need to use Bluetooth, so press OK there and you will sign in with Fitbit or you will sign in with Google. If you are new to Fitbit, you will need to go through the whole understand your privacy policy on Fitbit, so you'll need to scroll through all that, make sure you check all these items, read these in your free time. I have not read them, but I am going to agree to all these. I'm going to put in this information and then we'll get to the next screen here. This is for your Fitbit profile. So I'm on this Fitbit profile and this is just part of the setup for getting to the actual page where you can actually connect it. And if you already have a Fitbit account, you could skip right to that portion. But a cool part that I actually saw this, and this is a little going outside of what meant to talk about here, but is you can actually change what metric it's in, kilograms, pounds, or stones. I thought that's a pretty cool factor. So I'm going to put in my information here and we will catch up on the next screen. After you input your information about your weight, your height, your sex, it will ask you if you will allow to send notifications. That is up to you what you want to select. Select one and then move on to the next screen. Now next, another agree and continue kind of portion that you need to scroll through. This one's to help build new products and advance health research with Fitbit. Make sure you scroll through it, read it on your own time if you want to. This next screen is email notification preferences. It says up top, stay updated on Fitbit products and get notified about ways to contribute to health research and development. So you select which ones you want or deselect them and then hit the save and continue at the bottom. Now, last screen here, and this is actually different than the videos that I watched. If you already have a Fitbit account and maybe you're just adding one to it, you will go through a different process. For this tutorial, I'm going to actually do the add phone version and then add a device after that. But if I was not filming this, well, I would admit that I would have just hit the set up the device and just go through that sync process. But I want to make sure I show both options here, just of the research I did in terms of how to set it up and make sure that you get both versions here. So I'm just going to select add phone. So this next screen says take charge of your health right from your phone, record steps, track exercise, log your meals, stay social, all things basically what you can do from this app. So I'm going to hit continue. Use your phone to track metrics with Fitbit, how it works, managing your data. You just got to make sure you hit I agree. This screen says connect Fitbit to Apple Health to track steps. Fitbit can automatically add data from Apple Health to help you track your health and fitness and personalize your experience. You can choose which data you want Fitbit to access in Apple Health, including steps. To turn this connection off later, go to settings, add health, data, Fitbit. So I'm just going to hit continue for now and allow steps. Ready to go. This last screen here is about the premium services that they offer, sleep scores, meditation, all other kind of stuff. This review or this setup is not about that. The 30-day review that I do, maybe I'll look into that to make sure that I give some type of perspective on it. But just for the quick start, I'm not going to go through any of that. I'm just going to select the X at the top, ready to go here. So we got to the home screen here and let's now add the device. Off screen, what I did do is I got my USB charger ready because that is one of the items that you will need to get this completed. I untangled the Fitbit. In prior shots, you probably saw that it was still clasped together. There are a little bit of charging knobs at the top here or at the back of the FitBit Charge here. So we're going to use that as a guide in terms of how to place it on there when you look at this USB charger. So I'm going to plug that in. So I went to the top left here, selected that, devices, add device, selected what options I'm connecting, charge 6. And while I'm going through this, I guess I have to throw in there, Pretty amazed how quickly it's charging here. I don't know if you could see that on camera, but it's already at 9%, just being connected for maybe a few seconds, maybe 30 seconds. FitBit Charge 6, yep, set up. So more here, connect Charge 6 to the Fitbit app, how it works, data, managing your data, keep in mind, all that kind of stuff. Make sure you select I agree. Let it charge, depends on the charger, must lock securely with the port on the back of the device. If your device is charging, you'll see the Fitbit logo or your battery replacement on the screen. Yep. Searching for Charge 6. Charge 6 found, connecting. It vibrated. 4 numbers pop up on the display, so you're gonna have to input those onto that screen. 7980, what came up for me. Connecting to Fitbit. So off screen, I let it pair. It took maybe 5 to 8 seconds. Didn't want you there sitting for that one. Instead, a little bit of me dialoguing with it. Allow Charge 6 to receive your iPhone notifications. When connected, all notifications you receive on your iPhone will also be sent to your Charge 6 and shown on its display. You can either don't allow or allow. So you select your option and then move on to the next screen. After you select an option, if you're gonna allow notifications or not, there's a screen about the Fitbit protection plan. Protect your device, covers damages like accidents from drops, spills, and cracked screens from day one, and mechanical and electrical breakdowns after the Fitbit manufacturer warranty. Up to you if you want to purchase then or select the not now. Make your choice and then move on. Update your Charge 6. A new software version is available and it may take up to 15 minutes to install. I'm going to go through this and then we will get to the next screen. So if you need to pause it here, go ahead and do it. So the update just finished for me and I'd say it took about 30 minutes for me, and that's partially my fault. As you heard earlier in this quick start guide, that make sure you let it charge. I had a couple issues with that because mine was only charged to about 16%. So I had to let it charge, let it juice up enough. And if you get to that point and you're having issues, make sure you pull out the instructions. There's another one on there about turning your Bluetooth on and off if you're having connection issues, or maybe you're having issues with it syncing. What I did was I just made sure it charged and then opened the app, and it eventually got to it, and I kept my phone close to it, and I did make sure that my phone was open the whole time. That was one of the key parts there. After that, you can unplug it and you can start wearing it and get to work on it. I wear it on my non-dominant hand. The last thing I'm going to go over here, and this is one thing that, let's say you're having any issues and you want to make sure that you reset it and just try to get it to work again. On the charger, so I'm going to first take off the charger here. There's a little button here, and on the button, it will, if you press it, it'll vibrate the Fitbit. So from what I saw, and I tried it as well, you hit it 3 times and it should reset itself. The second option, once I found settings, I went to settings and then I scrolled all the way until I found restart device. From restart device, it says this will restart your device, no data will be lost. You want to hit restart right there, and it's a blue button. That will restart it and get it to hopefully work again if you're having any issues. I'm gonna hit cancel there because I don't need to restart anything. I'm gonna scroll all the way back to the home screen. Now, that has been it. I went through the restart. I went through many of the settings. I showed you 2 different options in order to get add a device there. So either if you are adding a device from the app or you are just doing it when you're first making your account. If you already have a Fitbit account, it makes it a little bit easier with that setup. But come back later on once I get some work with it, that I use it for some time. I'm going to do that 30-day review and I'll give you my full feedback on it. Hope this has been useful. I'll catch you in the next tutorial or workout.